You and all your peers who look like you have fat bones. You're wasting your best years if you're in your 20s period and fat. Our girl here could possibly be eating 600 to 700 calories all in one go right now. I'm not trying to hate, I'm just being real, girl. You're putting a bit too much trust in that body. Hi, my name is Mashi. I'm formerly overweight and currently over the excuses, and welcome to my channel where I react to what the fatties are eating. If you're into that, please subscribe. If you're not into that, please subscribe. And without wasting any time, let's get right into it. First up, we're reacting to our girl Danielle X Styles. I believe she's from America. Let's see what she's been eating.
Hey besties, this is what I eat in a day as a fat person who doesn't care and spend their whole life worrying about losing weight.
Okay, so our girl immediately right off the bat wants us to know that she does not care, she does not want to lose weight, she does not care a damn, and we just have to go along with it. So she's making pancakes here, what it looks like, and for some reason, she put her syrup or her honey right on the pancakes as she's frying them. Very odd, I've never seen that before, but there we go. She clearly likes her sugar. Let's let her do her thing. I try to go into every single video that I start watching very optimistically. I try to remain positive because just because someone is fat, I don't believe that just because someone is fat, they're not trying. So I think that sometimes it's so easy to look at someone and judge them based off of first glance, when in reality, we're all going through some stuff. We all have stuff going on in our lives. And perhaps some people do have stuff going on. Perhaps things are actually hectic for them. But food should not be the answer. Food should never be the answer or the solution to your problems. So let's dig a bit deeper into what our girl Danielle here is eating, because these 4 pancakes, we're looking at approximately between 500 and 600 calories here. With the amount of syrup that she's put on, I'm a bit worried those calories might be a bit inflated.
What I am focused on, however, is not eating out as much. If you've been following me for a long time, you know I DoorDash or go out to eat like every single meal, so I need to stop that. So we're trying to get that going. I made some pancakes this morning just because I realized I had some Bisquick, so I was proud of myself for that, for not DoorDashing McDonald's.
First of all, congratulations, Danielle girl. I'm so proud of you for not door dashing for once. And the fact that she is cooking at home, it's a step in the right direction. She might not be having any protein or anything satiating, but it is a step in the right direction compared to having all that ultra processed, high sugar, high sodium, high fat food that she was having prior to this. It is a step in the right direction. So kudos to her for that. But now it's time to take things to the next level. From all these pancakes, let's add some protein. Let's introduce protein, and let's also introduce some vegetables. Let's introduce some fruit. Get your fructose up in there. But overall, you're making a step in the right direction. I'm not gonna just yuck what she's doing or anything. She is taking a step.
It's not that I don't know how to cook, it's that I just don't feel like it. My dad was a chef, for crying out loud. Getting coffee out, though, is not a problem because I have my Nespresso and it literally scratches the itch so well that I don't even want Starbucks. I know.
I'm glad that she's having her Nespresso. I don't know how much sugar she puts in there, if she put any sugar in there. As long as you're having your coffees, whatever, with sweetener rather, you'll be pretty good. If you are having sugar, have a reasonable amount, or have sugar right before your meals so that when you do feel ravenous, at least you are just about to eat.
That's crazy, right? I should be a Nespresso spokesperson. It has saved me about $1,000 and I'm not even exaggerating. Anywho's, here's my pancakes with some syrup. I don't like syrup.
Okay, so she's adding more syrup on the side, and it looks like she's dipping the actual pancakes in the syrup. I have never seen this before, and I am actually scared. I am actually scared. At this point, I would have rather she had McDonald's, because why is she dipping into the syrup like that?
Syrup on my pancakes. I like to dip it. That's a little bit weird thing about me, but whatever. I only ate 3 of them because I let my body tell me when I'm full.
Well, I'm so glad your body told you when you're full, girl. It seems like your body hasn't been doing such a good job at telling you you're full all these years. I wouldn't trust your body as much as you're trusting it. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just being real, girl. You're putting a bit too much trust in that body. A bit too much.
Next, I'm eating Whataburger because I was craving it, and just because I'm trying not to spend money eating out doesn't mean if I'm out, I'm gonna not get food. For example, today I was doing a lot of errands and
so what if you're doing errands? Why are you having Whataburger? Why are you eating out? I don't care if you're doing errands. You should have prepared better. When you made those pancakes, you could have prepared more food. You cooked anyways. Every now and then, if I know that I don't want to eat the same thing twice, if I know that I'm going to have a long day, I will cook 2 meals in the morning. I will cook 2 meals in the morning or even in the evening before I go to bed. I will cook a meal that I'm gonna have for breakfast and a meal that I'm gonna have for lunch. And then the meal I had for breakfast, I'm gonna have for dinner as well. So for example, on some days, I will literally make a pot of pasta and then a pot of sweet potato. I'll boil those and then I'll get a rotisserie chicken. I'll have some of the rotisserie chicken with the pasta. I'll shred up the rotisserie chicken, put it in the pasta, mix it up, season it well, and there you go. I have a delicious high protein, high carb meal, which is perfect just before I go to gym. And then in the evening and in the morning, I will just have sweet potato with the chicken. It's an easy way to diversify your meals whilst also keeping it simple. So I boil sweet potato and pasta at the same time, 2 separate pots. And that way, I'm able to make more different meals using basically the same protein source, which is the one rotisserie chicken that I got. So try that. Start preparing your food smart, girl, and start thinking about what you're going to have. Think ahead. If you're not thinking ahead, you'll always be behind. And at the moment, you're very much behind.
So I didn't want to go all the way home, so I just went to Whataburger. And let me go off on my tangent here real quick. There are
What I don't get, she says she didn't want to go all the way home. You didn't have to go all the way home. And you didn't have to order this. You could have actually eaten out. It's not a problem. But why did you have to have a burger? Why did you have to have fast food? Danielle, girl. The excuses are piling up here. We went from her talking about she lets her body tell her when she's full. Now the next excuse is that she couldn't go back home. So she had to get takeout food. She had to get Whataburger.
a lot of really sad people in this world that don't understand that everybody's genetic makeup is different. Some people that are bigger, it is outside of their control. Some people
Of course, we are using the genetic makeup excuse. Of course, the eugenics, we love this damn excuse because somehow people have fat bones. You have fat bones, Danielle, girl. You and all your peers who look like you have fat bones. And somehow it's the world's fault. The world should be more lenient towards you because it's not your fault that you have fat bones. You didn't choose to have fat bones, girl. As someone who had fat bones myself, I fully get you, girl. Have your Whataburger in the car. It's not the reason why you're fat. It's because of your genetics. It's all because of genetics. It's completely out of your control. Whether you could make it home to prepare something to eat or buy a better alternative, have something better on the road as opposed to Whataburger, none of that is in your control. It's your genetics. Danielle, girl.
have thyroid issues. Some people have PCOS. Shut your gosh darn mouth. You would not be making the comments about what people eat if the person was skinny.
The problem with talking about thyroid and PCOS issues, first of all, those are not issues I've ever experienced myself, nor do I know anyone who suffers from these issues. So I cannot go too much into depth when it comes to these issues. But one thing I do know is that calories in, calories out. The laws of thermodynamics apply to every single human. Nobody is an outlier. How can you be this big if there's nothing feeding your body, there's nothing feeding your fat? How is it even possible? No matter what issues you have, calories in, calories out is always going to be the answer. You cannot form energy that is stored that came from thin air. Your body does not absorb energy from thin air, girl. Come on.
Promise. So go away, you suck. And I mean that. I'm allowed to have whatever, that's it. Anyways, then I chugged a whole thing of water because I drink a lot of water throughout the day. Look at my cute cup from Simple Modern. Having a big cup like that really does make me drink more. And then for dinner, I made $1 million pasta, $1 million spaghetti, whatever. It's a menage of things. But I was meal prepping for the week mostly because apparently I don't know how to cook for one. But I had a lot of gross stuff today. I didn't feel good. So I wanted to have some vegetables, so
She had a whole lot of gross stuff. She didn't feel good. Of course she didn't feel good. All she had was damn pancakes and Whataburger. Are you supposed to feel amazing after that? You were dipping your pancakes in syrup. You've had so much sugar. I'm sure in the morning alone, this girl probably had a good 80 to 100 grams of sugar. In the morning alone. First meal of the day. And then she's wondering why she does not feel very good. And then she turns around and hits us with genetics. We are watching the genetics right here, girl. Pancakes with so much syrup first thing in the morning and you're gonna tell us about genetics? Your blood is syrup, girl. Your genetics are literally syrup.
pulled some butter noodles to the side because why are they so good? And then ate a whole bag of broccoli. Again, F off. I'm allowed to eat whatever I want to. Ooh, it makes me so mad. I never make these videos because of that. But anyways, here's
Broccoli with macaroni doesn't seem very nice to me. I'm sorry. no source of protein. Our girl here, if she wants to make changes, she needs to start with some research. She clearly knows nothing about nutrition, and I don't blame her. We're not privy to this information. Many of us just work on what we have available to us. And what we have available to us is, in most cases, the people around us telling us, or rather parroting what they have heard. People telling you, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You listen to these things because people around you keep repeating them. Everybody's a little parrot. Nobody actually wants to go and do research, open a laptop, open an iPad, open an whatever, and do research for themselves. And just open Google and ask Google, is breakfast actually the most important meal of the day? Broccoli and pasta and macaroni. What am I benefiting from this meal? What can I add to this meal to make it more something more healthy for me? How can I make myself feel fuller for longer? Ask these questions. It is all in your control. You just have to do the research. The research has been done for you. The information is available out there. Just go access it. Do something. Come on, Danielle girl.
Me drinking another water because hydrate until you dihydrate. The motto I live by, really. But then my $1 million spaghetti was finished.
This $1 million spaghetti right here, this looks like poison. I don't know if our girl is trying to unalive herself or what, but this spaghetti right here, I'm very much terrified. I'm also wondering if she's going to be eating this alone or if she's going to be sharing this with anyone. I am mortified. Mortified. I just can't. I can't. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie, Big Back Mash would have hit this. I would have eaten that whole damn tray. Big Back Mash would have eaten that whole tray. Now I wouldn't, but Big Back Mash, oh, I definitely would have.
Didn't it look beautiful? It literally tastes so good. It's like I put crack in it or something. Like, I know I don't. I watch myself make, but it's so good.
These are the genetics. These are the genetics that are keeping her big, that are keeping some people big. This is the PCOS and the thyroid issues that are keeping people big. Here they are. We're watching them right now.
For no reason. But yeah, I'm not going to eat a singular carrot and a slice of apple who needs nutrients to live whatever way that may be. Because I would so much rather be fat and happy than someone who has a sad life that always puts others down even though they know nothing about them.
Okay, so she's becoming a bit defensive now. And I don't blame her. When you're this big, you always feel like the world is somewhat against you. So I don't really blame her all that much for being defensive. But overall, she just needs to educate herself. It is so easy to fall into this fat acceptance rhetoric and think that, I'm fabulous the way I am and the world is the issue. I'm not the issue. I'm fine the way I am. My genetics, I have no control over anything. I'm a victim in this life. It's so easy to fall into that trap. And once you're in it, you have to claw your way out. You have to fight for your life to get out of that. Because if you don't, you will end up 6 feet under. So Danielle, girl, please wake up. I hope you do make some changes. In her day here, I would say she ate approximately 4,000 to 5,000 calories. Number one, depending on how much of that casserole she ate. I'm sure she ate the whole damn dish. If she did, we're looking at a good 6,000 calories. She is fat. So we know that she is eating. So I am trying to mix things up a little bit. People have been requesting 1 hour long videos from me, and girl, I am gonna hit y'all with the 1 hour long videos. I am gonna be mixing up my fat acceptance rhetoric reactions with some of the what I eat in a day content as well, just to cleanse the palate while we're watching this content, because the audience has spoken. They want longer episodes. So I'm gonna give you guys everything that you want. Please keep giving me criticism, feedback, and I will keep giving you guys what you want. So let's see what our fat girlies have to say about being fat right now.
I'm realizing as a fat person who's like trying to be honest about everything, that I think there's some things fat people have to cope with actually.
So this is our girl Kateriana, and she is reacting to some of the challenges that fat people face, well, in particular fat women. So let's see what exactly is she healing from, what traumas are affecting our girl, and can we give her some advice? Hopefully we can.
And one of the things I'm sort of working through right now is the way that some people who are important to me see me. Like some of the ways that people look at me or talk to me, what they choose to talk to me about, make it so obvious that they don't just look at me and see Kateri. They don't just look at me and see a coworker, a friend. family member, they see Kateri who's fat, my fat coworker, my fat friend.
So it is the truth. When people look at you, they will see Kateri the fat friend simply because you are fat. It is a fact. It is confronting us every time we look at you, girl. Nobody's hating on you. Nobody's saying Kateri is this and that. If you go to a store right now and someone helps you, a sales associate helps you out, and then when you get to the counter, they ask you, who helped you? Number one, you most likely don't remember the person's name unless you have awesome elephant memory, which some people do have, and I'm not gonna remove credit where credit is due. Some people have amazing memory. I don't. So when they ask me who helped you, I will think of the one characteristic of the person who helped me that is unique. If it's someone who had purple hair, I will say she had purple hair. If it's someone who had a ponytail on top of their head, I'll say they had a ponytail. If they had a huge beard, I'll say the guy with the beard. If they are fat, I'm gonna say the lady who is kind of big over there with the braids, the big lady with the braids. That's what I'll end up saying because I do not know you. That is the only characteristic I have of you. Now, when it comes to your family and so forth, they kind of have to acknowledge the fact that you're fat because unfortunately, you being fat plays a role. If they want to travel with you, it plays a role. If they want to go to a restaurant with you, it plays a role because fat people be complaining about restaurant seats nowadays. If they want to travel with you, anything they want to do with you, you being fat plays a role. When they want to book activities, then they want to go do monkey swings and all that kind of crap, it plays a role. If they want to go to freaking Disneyland, you being fat plays a role because you can't get into some of the rides. It plays a very big role. So don't act like it's not a thing because it is, Kateri girl. It truly is. So this victim mentality that we fall into when we fall into fat acceptance, it is very disturbing. And for some reason, it's like a dip. People dip down into this depression and then when they come back up, instead of saying, let me change, let me be better, they say, no, I'm fine the way I am. And the world should be better. I don't have to improve. The world should be better to me. And unfortunately, girl, it's not how things work. It sucks, I know. I wish we could just all eat and live like the people in Wall-E and just be driven around and be fat and eat all day. But it's not how the world works. And you're not going to feel good about yourself in a fatter body either way. So if the world's not going to change for you, I think you know what you have to do.
My fat daughter. Ooh. Ooh. That one caught me off guard, but it's true. I don't know. It's just sad that these people that I like a lot and love a lot, like, don't just see me as a person. I'm always a fat person.
Because you are literally a fat person. And unfortunately, your habits are what people are looking at every time they look at you. Every time people look at you, they see, oh, Kateri is out here eating. She be out here eating, child. As much as she's hanging out with us and having a salad right now, we can see that she be eating. Remember that to maintain a large body weight, it doesn't mean that you're eating fatty food or takeout or exceeding your calorie count once in a while. It means you're exceeding it on a regular basis, like clockwork. You out here pounding on those calories like clockwork, girl. So don't be ashamed of it, embrace it, but then also do not expect the world to change to accommodate you. Because that ain't happening. What a palate cleanser. Okay, let's go back to what the girlies are eating and let's see if we can give them some advice.
What I eat in a day as a plus size girly.
This is our girl Computer GF. I have no clue where she's from, but she is using hashtag mukbang in her hashtags. So I am hoping that this is not a too bad video. I'm hoping she's going to be chilled about what she's eating. But there's only one way to find out, and let's see.
Making a smoothie.
Our girl started off her day with a smoothie. I saw no sign of protein, so it's just a whole bunch of fruits, probably some syrup, some sugar, and milk. So not much of anything. And this is a trap that I used to fall in myself. If you're having a smoothie, have some sort of protein in that smoothie, benefit in some sort of way. Because if you're not adding some sort of protein or anything satiating, you're not going to get much from that smoothie, unfortunately. And it's the hard truth.
So good. For lunch, I'm making grilled cheese and tomato soup. back for dinner?
Okay, so she had a grilled cheese and tomato soup for lunch. Little to no protein. Remember, cheese has some protein, but we also don't know the type of cheese she used. It's probably some ultra-processed cheese that has little to no protein. She's not getting anything from that meal, and I'm just worried because she has not had actual food today. So I'm a bit worried. So for lunch here, our girl has made some ramen noodles with cheese, some more processed cheese, and she's enjoying that. I mean, she likes her cheese. You know, I can't blame her. Cheese is absolutely divine. But you don't need to have cheese with every meal, computer GF girl. She's having her meal with orange juice. Of course, she's heightening her insulin ridiculously. That glass of orange juice probably has all the sugar content she needs for the entire day. But overall, our girl here hasn't actually eaten much. Between breakfast and lunch, she's barely eaten. So I don't know why she's fat because her calorie count is so low. I'm very much confused at the moment.
I'm all showered and ready for bed. I got these toasted marshmallows from Dollarama for a
That's where our calories are coming from. She's eating a packet of toasted marshmallows all by herself. Why, you ask? I don't know. I don't know why anybody should be doing this. So basically, a single toasted marshmallow contains between 20 and 25 calories. If she has, let's say, for example, 30 marshmallows in there, our girl here could possibly be eating 600 to 700 calories all in one go right now. That is a lot of calories, girl. You need to slow down. So this is where all her calories are coming from. And this might have been a much better day, but the fact that she's fat tells me what I need to know. Also, she is heightening her insulin right before bed. Right before bed, she's gonna wake up in the morning feeling absolutely ravenous and she's gonna want to repeat the cycle. That's what happens when your body is constantly not getting what it needs, but it's getting what you want. Your body's gonna keep craving things, but you're gonna keep feeding it this kind of garbage. It's a perpetual cycle of feeling like shit. You're eating garbage food, you feel like shit, you eat more garbage food to make yourself feel better, not realizing that you're making yourself feel more like shit.
snack and some tea.
Of course, she finishes her day with a cup of tea as if that's gonna make anything better. I hope there's sweetener in that tea or nothing at all. I'm sure she has sugar in it. She just had marshmallows. So of course, her taste buds are activated. She's gonna want some sugar. I'm very worried for our girl, Computer GF. And you know what? I need a damn palate cleanser. So let's see what the girlies are saying there on the fact acceptance cringe side. Okay, so I'm gonna be checking out our girl, Tiara, Mari girl. And Tiara is a plus size queen. And I believe she has some advice for plus size girls under 25. Let's see what her advice is and whether or not we can lead her down the right path, or if she's already on the right path, cheer her on. Take it away, Tiara girl.
If you're a plus size girl under the age of 25, I really want you to listen to me. If you are constantly self-conscious of who you are, or when you're around people, you're always wondering about what they think about you or how you're being perceived, I want you to stop it. I want you to start living your life unapologetically. I want you to start taking up space.
Okay, girl, so if you're a plus size girl, you're under 25, you're constantly worrying about how people see you, how people perceive you. Her advice to you is to stop caring, basically. Stop caring about what everybody thinks and start caring about only what you think. Unfortunately, that's not how the world works, Tiara girl. The world is not gonna somehow bend and morph itself in order to accommodate you and your emotions. Just because you're not feeling good about yourself doesn't mean that the world must feel good about you. And you not caring is not gonna make the situation any better. It's not. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to care about only our opinion about ourselves. And we're going to shift that opinion to be a positive one, which is one where we're looking at improving ourselves. Self-improvement is nothing wrong with that. If you don't like the way you look, you don't like the way you feel, you can do something about it. You don't have to just sit in it, loathe in it, and somehow learn to be okay with it. No, there's no need to learn to be okay with being fat. Just change it. You have the power to.
I want you to go out places and not worry or wonder who's looking at you, what they're thinking about you. It's draining you, sister.
Okay, so you should not care or wonder about who's looking at you, what people think. I completely agree with that. You should not care what people think. Only your opinion matters. But at the end of the day, you're wasting your best years. If you're in your 20s period and fat, You are wasting potentially the best years of your life. You should be out here having a whole phase and living your best life and shaking it up, going on the dance floor, living your best life, not cooped up in a room, eating food, door dashing food all day long, feeling depressed. That is not life, girl. And you're advising people to be okay with that. Improving yourself is not something that's negative or should be frowned upon. It's something we should be celebrating. Come on, Tiara girl.
Stop it.
No, you stop it, Tiara girl. You stop it. You stop spreading this kind of information. How about you take a break? Let's get back to what the girlies are eating because Tiara girl got me a bit worked up. So now I'm going to be checking out our girl Lily Roulston and I just want to see what exactly she's been up to because I'm sure she's been living it up, but I think maybe she might have made a change, although she does mention that she is a fat girl with food freedom.
What the heck?
Yeah, food freedom is a thing now. So let's see. Okay, so our girl starts her day with DoorDash. I think that is McDonald's. All right, girl, do whatever you want. Let's see. So 10 a.m. she tried the Milo shake from McDonald's. If you can get past the unblended chunks, you will enjoy. Why are you having a Milo shake? What benefit are you getting from having a Milo shake? This is the first thing you're having in the morning. This is how you're starting your day. 600 to 700 calories in that. And your entire sugar intake for the year is in that one cup. Come on, girl. Probably a good 60 grams of sugar in that one cup alone. And sue me, I got a chicken McMuffin and a cheeseburger. Okay, she got a McMuffin and a cheeseburger. It's clear that our girl Lily Roulston does not care, but I'm gonna remain positive, cross my fingers, and hope that she makes a change. Just lying, she won't. She started her day with McDonald's. She's not making a change. It's just sugar on sugar on sugar. You know the buns from McDonald's? You saw how glistening that bun is? These buns be so sweet. They're more sweeter than the buns you get at the bakery. Okay, she had some electrolytes after being in the sun, so she had some sachets that she put in some water, I'm sure. And then her midday meal is Milo cereal. Our girl Lily Roulston clearly has a thing for Milo, starting her day with a Milo shake, and now she's having Milo cereal for lunch. And I see there on the branding of the cereal, it says whole grain and no artificial colors or flavors. This is not something she should be eating, especially at 1 p.m. She's had no protein. She had the burgers in the morning, but that's not a good source of protein. And over here now, she's just having a whole bunch of sugar. So I'm very much worried for our girl here. Maybe she's gonna make a change at some point. Okay, at 6 p.m. dinner was what her and her partner call a freezer frenzy. What is a freezer frenzy? Should I be nervous? Should I be nervous? Okay, so it's basically frozen corn and pastries. Okay, so it's basically frozen fruit that they've just prepared. It looks like it's some sort of samosas. I don't know what's in them. But either way, it's processed food. It came frozen and she put a whole bunch of what looks like barbecue sauce on top of that. So our girl Lily is basically losing on all fronts. There's nothing for her to benefit from any of this food. The corn, thank goodness there's some damn corn on this plate. At least there's something that has some micronutrients in it. She snacked on some lollies while watching this documentary, okay? A documentary called Kidnapped, Elizabeth Smart. Okay, why are we snacking on lollies? And why did she say lollies as in plural? I'm very much worried about this girl. Just sugar on sugar. So these are the lollies. A packet of sweets is what she's snacking on while watching a docu-series right before bed. Lily girl, you need to make some changes from starting your day with McDonald's to having Milo for lunch and having frozen food for dinner. And now it's time for some lollies before bed. Your body literally hasn't gotten anything it needs. and then you use hashtag Binga recovery. You're not recovering, girl. In fact, you're still perpetuating some of your behaviors with what you're doing in this video. The amount of calories our girl had here is 4,000 to 4,500 calories, simply because she had a whole packet of sweets right before bed, the McDonald's that she had, the shake that she had, the Milo that she had. She has overdone her sugar intake for the day, probably 3 times over, if not 4 times. She probably had a good 100 grams of sugar when a grown female adult should be having max 24 to 25 grams of sugar per day. Oh, Lily Roulston, you worry me so much, girl. And I do hope that your recovery is going well. And if one day she sees this video, please, Lily girl, please make some changes. Please. Lily Roulston has kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So let's see what the other girlies are eating.
What I ate today as a baddie. Good morning, baddies.
This is our girl, Addie Gutierrez, and today she's having McDonald's for breakfast, what it looks like. I believe Addie was on a weight loss journey. She's been going to gym. I'm not sure if she's been on a GLP-1. I'll have to do a bit of research, and I'd love to do her own deep dive episode. So let me know in the comments if I should do a deep dive episode on just our girl Addie and some of the other fat people that I've been watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Please keep watching my content. Let me know. I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me, and I'm gonna keep delivering on what you guys want.
We got McDonald's. I got a large fry and a double cheeseburger. We gotta put our fries on there.
A large fry and a double cheeseburger first thing in the morning. Addie is not getting any micronutrients or anything that her body truly needs. I'm a bit disappointed right off the bat, but let's see, maybe her day does get better as it goes on. I'm not very sure. So she's putting the fries in the burger, and on top of that, she's putting sauce on the burger as well. This is absolutely diabolical.
We went to play pickleball because I'm a pickleball girl now, okay? I played pickleball one time. My whole personality is about to be pickleball, but I need a little pick-me-up. So I got a salted caramel white mocha, sugar-free, of course.
You do not need a pick-me-up. Just because you're playing pickleball doesn't mean you need a pick-me-up. You don't need anything, Addie girl. In fact, you need to be continuing with your weight loss journey. What happened to the gym, Addie? I need to do a deep dive on her because I'm so worried. You do not need pick-me-ups that are food. If you need a pick-me-up, go work out. If you need a pick-me-up, go do something that is actual self-care.
Delicious.
Dinner time. I made this chicken broccoli casserole with rice. I don't know. I just threw everything to...
Not gonna lie, this looks kind of good. That chicken rice casserole has some cheese on it. It has pretty much the vegetables that she needs. It has the protein. It has some carbs, good carbs. It has rice in it. I can't yuck this. This looks pretty good.
And in hope for the best. So we'll see. Let's do a little taste test. Very good. I did get the Bloom Pop root beer to try. And if you guys know me, you know I love root beer. Sorry, root beer float. Hey.
So it says 20 calories per serving on that bottle of root beer. So at least she's not having a crazy amount of calories that she's drinking. And that's one thing I really do love and appreciate about our girl Addie Gutierrez is that as much as she eats, or she be eating, she still balances out when it comes to liquid calories. She does not go all out with her liquid calories. She's not out here having shakes and all kinds of things like that, sweet drinks and these lattes with all the sugar in them. So I'm proud of her for that. This meal, I can't say anything bad about it. This looks pretty good.
That tastes just like a root beer float. Bloom has not missed with their flavors. I'll tell you that.
Okay, our girl Addie in this day alone has eaten approximately 3,500 to 4,000 calories, which is not all that bad if you ask me. In fact, I think she is still on her weight loss journey, but the fries, that meal that she had from McDonald's first thing in the morning worries me greatly. And also the casserole that she made, I'm not sure how much of that she actually ate because she did say that what she was eating on camera was a taste test. So I always assume the calories to be slightly higher higher than they actually are, because I'm not sure if these people are also posting everything that they eat in a day. I don't know about you, but if I'm recording what I eat in a day, there are some things I just won't record, little snacks here and there. So I always watch these videos with a pinch of salt. That's just me though. Let's watch one more video. Okay, there's one more video that I want to react to. It is a video of our friend Will Kelly Wins. He recently went out with a friend of his and they went to go see what his friend eats, or rather used to eat. But you will get why I say eats, because in Will's videos, the weird part is they keep ordering all this food, and when the food arrives, they talk about how they used to eat this kind of food. But what happens to the food? You didn't order this food just to talk about how you used to eat this food when you were fat, and then you're gonna walk out of the store and leave the food there. We know what's happening in these videos.
This is what she eats at 500 pounds.
It was crazy.
Let's check it out. All right, guys, today I'm with my homegirl, Kayla, and she told me she loves Raising Cane's.
Absolutely.
She really does, and she told me her order, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of insane. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Kayla.
Yeah.
Look, Will and Kayla out here about to stumble up in Raising Cane's. They're about to power up, and I am so nervous because these two alone are probably gonna eat the whole damn menu. I'm so nervous.
Tell me about your order. Why is your order so crazy?
I think it's way more than people would imagine.
I mean, I feel like they would imagine it's pretty big. Yo, can we order?
Can I get...
I'm sure the staff is just nervous. I mean, this guy's really about to cry. They just got to the counter and he's really about to cry.
2 caniacs of the coleslaw for
We don't want the
toast
coleslaw.
and extra sauce.
Don't you love just like the ice from Cane's, bro? It's literally the best.
ice.
It's the best ice. You got this meal of 2 caniac combos. What would you get to drink with it?
Oh, sweet tea, of course.
Sweet tea?
Yeah.
You gotta get the sweet tea with Raising Cane's, bro. You told me you're around 500 pounds. Do you want to lose weight?
You know, I'm kind of happy at I'm at, and I think my fans are happy where I'm at.
Why would you be happy with being 500 pounds? And why would your fans be happy with that too? Why? I'm trying to understand. I don't get it. Why would anyone be happy with this? This is not life. You don't feel good about yourself at this weight. You can't even walk properly. You slipped and slid into Raising Cane's. And a sweet tea to start things off? Girl.
Fans.
Like you're surprised?
No. How old were you when you started gaining weight?
I've always been a bigger girl, probably about like middle school or so.
Was it a situation where you've always been so positive about your body, or did you have to work there?
Oh, work. It was always work.
So you're happy where you are, you don't want to lose weight. Are you worried about your health? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'd be genuinely worried about mine.
I mean, health conditions can pop up at any size.
Yes, absolutely true, Kayla girl. Health conditions can pop up at absolutely any size, but at your size, you are more at risk, girl. You're way more at risk. There's a reason why we don't see people who are 60 years plus who look like you, who are your weight. There is a very, very clear reason why. So yes, health conditions can exist for anyone at any size, but at your size, you are way more at risk. Your life is you're literally cutting your life short at Raising Cane's.
And, you know, I move, I work, I film, I love swimming.
You work, you film, you love swimming, that's beautiful. Moving is great. But I hate this thing that fat acceptance has perpetuated when it comes to fitness, is that any movement is movement. Just moving is enough. It's not actually. You actually have to get your heart rate up. You actually have to put in the work. You have to sweat. You have to feel it. Your heart rate has to get up. Just moving alone, swimming and filming, that's not exercise. That's basic things that you do on a daily basis. That's not exercise. Don't piss me off, Kayla girl. Just don't.
So, you know, there's a component of like being physical and keeping like things in order.
Do you go to the doctor a lot?
Not a lot, like average amount.
Average amount? I'm so paranoid. I'm at the doctor like every 2 months, like get my blood work, make sure.
Why are you paranoid and going to the doctor that often when you can make changes in order to avoid this situation altogether? Will and Kayla are just 2 crabs in a bucket. We're watching 2 crabs hanging out in a bucket right now, and the bucket seems to be Raising Cane's.
I'm not diabetic, you know what I mean? All right, So we have our food here. Rip it out the plastic. Boom. All of this is for you, right? We're not sharing this.
Right.
Okay. All right. So what do we have here? We have 6 chicken tenders, 4 orders of fries. Oh no, 2 orders of fries, and 4 pieces of Texas toast.
Yes.
You do eat all of this in one sitting.
Of course.
Okay. With the cane sauce, are you a cane sauce person?
Oh, that's why you got to get the extra.
Okay, so now we have 6 cane sauces also. We got 6 cane sauces, 2 large iced teas, 4 pieces of bread, 2 fries, and 12 tenders. This doesn't seem like too much food to you? No? Alright, maybe you're the real big dog, bro. Like, maybe.
This food here, we're looking at a good 4,000 calories. There is so much food, and this girl was having this all as one meal in one sitting? No ways. Are they gonna eat this on camera?
Did you do anything special with the food? Like, did you have like a special way to eat canes? Like, I know some people like make it a sandwich, or do you just go chicken tender, bread, fries, just go one by one?
Well, yeah, because you got to do the fries first, because cold fries are, and then chicken and bread.
And you're just sipping on your sweet tea the whole time?
Of course.
Real question, you want to eat like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
All right. This is.
She is happy the way she is, and as long as she is happy, there's nothing that anyone can say or do to change her mind. And one thing I find strange about Will here is that Will keeps talking about changing himself, and I don't understand why he calls this series What I Ate at 600 pounds. He keeps saying that, but he still eats that. What do you think happened to that food? Do you think that food was thrown in the trash? Do you think that food was just a sample just for the video and then thrown out afterwards? No, it wasn't. Will worries me so much. Anyway, that's all I have time for on this episode. I'm trying to mix things up. Please, if you're enjoying this format of episode, please let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Follow me on social media at @mesh_IIE. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.